Hello and welcome to Flahive Field in Westwood, Massachusetts on Thursday, November 23rd for SportView's award-winning production of Holliston Panther Football 2023. It's found only on HCAT TV. Today the Panthers face the Westwood Wolverines for the 50th Thanksgiving Day matchup. My name is Tom Emmons, and alongside is my co-host, the legend, Jay Wyman. Jay, the Panthers face Westwood for the Tri-Valley League crown on the line. What do you expect to see from Holliston against the Wolverines today?
Well, I expect both these teams are going to open everything up today, and it's nice to not only have a great game on Thanksgiving. By the way, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. It's nice not only to have a game on Thanksgiving, but to make it mean so much, where it's the co-championship of the league is at stake. So I think both these guys are going to come at each other, both teams. This Westwood team is they have some size on this team. They're pretty good defensively. They're a pretty good team. They seem to be kind of like a bend but not break defense. They give up a lot of yardage, but they don't always get scored upon. So they'll be a good test for Holliston. I think Holliston's going to be able to run to the outside on them. I think Kawhi is going to be able to run, and Devin Harding both going to be able to get inside a little bit. And if they can get inside and past that first line of defense, they're going to get a lot of yardage. So, and on the defensive side, the quarterback Devin Hunt for Westwood is a good quarterback, puts up some good yardage, and they have to watch him. So the one thing I will say to the guys, the defensive backs, when you get a shot at intercepting a ball, don't drop it. Take it, because it might make a big difference in this game.
Holliston comes into this game with a record of 6-4, averaging 28 points a game, allowing 15 on the defense. Their head coach is Todd Kiley in his 21st season with the Panthers. His record, 173 wins against 58 losses. For Westwood, their record is 6-4, averaging 29 points a game, allowing an average of 25. Their head coach, Brad Pindell, in his 7th season with the Wolverines, his record, 41 wins against 50 losses. Last year was a big Panther win, and a record was set. Devin Harding had the most rushing yards ever in a Thanksgiving Day game, 20 rushes for 187 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Well, he'll be looking for more of that today, and of course, Kawhi running too. He'll be able to do that, and I do think even though it's very, very windy today, very windy, I still think the passing game's in play.
We'll be back with the opening kickoff in just a few moments.
Thanksgiving Day, let us together honor America and sing along to the national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed?
And now, HCAT's onboard stats computer, Carlos Canto with Los's pregame lowdown.
Thank you very much, Tom, and happy Thanksgiving to you. You know, this game is a very historic game, between these two great rivals. It's also has had TVL conference championship implications more often than not. 28 times overall. I want to thank Ken Dunn for sending us these extended historical stats in this rivalry. Since 2008, though, since I've started doing these games, they've played for the TVL title 4 times, 2009, 2011, 2012, and 2022. Holliston has won 3 out of those 4 times. Get this, in those wins, they have outscored the Wolverines by a score of 86-21. So Panthers definitely take this game extra seriously when the TVL title is on the line, guys. It's a beautiful day here in Westwood and all across southern New England. 47 degrees, not a cloud in the sky. Perfect Thanksgiving Day game.
Thank you, Los.
Yeah, while we're thinking of it, I do want to thank Ken Dunn. I hope you're listening, Ken. You've been just fabulous with all the news and reports and stats that you give us. You do a great job, and thank you for all you do this year.
Connor Teague, number 1, getting ready for the kickoff. His kickoff bounces a few times, taken on a hop at the 10-yard line. And he's tackled just as he crosses the 25, and that's where the Wolverines will start 1st and 10 on their first drive of the day.
Good balance on the Wolverines offense. They have a really good running game, and they have the passing game too with Devin Hunt.
I forgot to mention last year's game, number 6, Andrew Dennison, was 4 catches for 92 yards and 2 touchdowns, just shy of the 94 yards that Zach Elkinson had in 2013. Number 14, Devin Hunt is the quarterback for Westwood. First down, he hands it off to number 23. That's Joey Toddy, senior running back, rushed for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns on the season. Second down and 10 for the Westwood Wolverines. Again to Toddy. Tries the right side, push back. Short gain. Good coverage by the Panthers. Westwood leads this Thanksgiving Day rivalry. 28 wins to 20 losses and 1 tie. But 72% of the time it's for a Tri-Valley League title. Hunt to pass on 3rd down. Fires it complete.
Yeah, it's going to be short of the first down. So
number 11, Jack Crowley.
So let's see how this is played out here. It's pretty short here, so I'm guessing they'll probably go for it. Crowley's a good receiver. Crowley's out there, and
he's got 4 good receivers.
Yeah,
Weeman, Crowley, Warren, and Toole.
Toole's another one. He gets out there, and he does a really nice job. So here we go, right in the beginning of the game.
That's what Thanksgiving rivalries are all about. Hands off to Toddy. He hits the right side. I don't know. Very close.
Yeah, it looks like he's just a little over that line, and that's what he had to be. It's probably going to be a first down, but let's see what happens. They might have to make. No, they're going to give it to him. First down.
The game is enough for a Wolverines first down.
So that's the kind of day it's going to be. Westwood goes for it on 4th down on their own end. Handoff to number 21. That's Dante Martucci, the junior running back. 350 yards and 9 touchdowns on the season for Martucci.
That's another thing you noticed today is that Westwood's getting them right up to the line quickly and not leaving very much time between plays here.
2nd down and 9, call it. 9:47 clock running here in the first quarter, no score.
Look for something a little bit different here, maybe a pass play.
Hunt hands it to Martucci.
Wow.
He gets some forward momentum all the way out near another first down.
A lot of times you see the whole offensive line get in like that bunch thing they have, that new thing they have like in football up in the NFL and everything. But this time that was almost all Martucci. That was almost all him.
8 on the play.
Second down and 1. Well, Martucci, I said, had 9 touchdowns on the season.
I give him the first down.
They're going to give him that.
Oh, it's a penalty.
15-yard penalty.
Well, that's one of the things, Tom and Carlos, we talk about all the time. And if every one of these games, especially the bigger the game gets, the more these penalties and turnovers and stuff just kill a football team. You gotta cut down on those. You gotta clean that up. And it's kind of too late in the season to be, doing anything like that. So you gotta keep those penalties and turnovers to a minimum.
Westwood at the Holliston 39. Hunt hands it off to Martucci, right side, hits it hard. He's inside the 35 to the 34.
Gonna get right back up to the line again. Here we go again.
Martucci again to the right side. This time he finds some stiff resistance. Number 33, Lucas Badenkoff with a great tackle there.
They've been bringing Jack Crowley, they've been bringing him across the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much where the run game has been going, wherever he's going. He's out wide now.
3rd and 4. Hunt looks to the left, finds a wide open Toole. Toole breaks a tackle. Touchdown, Westwood. 7:06 left in the first quarter, and Westwood's on the board first.
Wow, they just methodically marched right downfield there. Of course, a penalty helped him a little bit, but Toole was out there. There was nobody out there covering him at all. It's some kind of a breakdown on the coverage. Westwood lines up for the extra point here.
Extra point attempt is up and good. 7:06 left in the first quarter. Westwood leading Holliston 7-0 on a that was Devin Hunt's 23rd touchdown pass of the season for Westwood. Charlie Toole, that was his 6th touchdown of the season.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty easy pass for Hunt. He'd made the pass, obviously, but then Toole just took it and got one of those, those yards after catch deals, and he got down there and did the rest of it by himself.
Westwood with a high-powered offense, averaging 355 yards a game, most of it through the air.
They've really come back. They had a few years there where they were a little lean. The numbers were a little lean and everything, but they've really come back. They've done a nice job. And, Coach Pendel, he's really built this program up, and they have a lot of talent out there.
Kickoff for the Wolverines. Lima back deep for the Panthers.
And it goes out of bounds. That'll be a penalty.
Yeah, that'll be a good field position for Holliston to start this drive.
Flag is thrown.
See where are they going to kick it again?
Well, looks like they are going to kick it again.
So back up Westwood 5 yards to the 35.
Trying to read the flag over there, it kind of looks like he's kicking right into the wind. So maybe that's why Coach Kiley has him kicking again. And of course, with these kick returners that Holliston have, I mean, there's so much speed and athleticism back there that one of them gets a little opening and it's bye-bye.
Well, Lima's playing center field for Holliston at the 15. Ball's popped up. Caught by Connor Teague, number 1, and he shifts it front. It puts it into second gear and is pushed out of bounds near the 25-yard line.
And that's what can happen with the speed back there. And it's interesting that he has Lima back there with Teague. And I didn't see who was the other one, Vargas, or was it? I didn't see who else. We'll check the replay on that and see who else was back there.
Not their typical kickoff receiving team.
Yeah, it was Vargas. Yeah, the third guy back there. And like I said, you can see the wind is really whipping. So I think that really had an effect on the kick too.
Teague was pushed out of bounds at the 29-yard line. That's where Holliston will start. Handoff to Devin Harding, number 3. Devin Harding has passed the 3,000-yard mark, career yard mark, and 37 touchdowns for his Panther career, ties him with Jake Frechette and Dan Barone.
Yeah, well, it's getting to be turkey dressing and Devin Harding if it's Thanksgiving Day, and he does a really good job of getting out there and getting the ball. And I talk about this all the time, how he always finishes the drive going forward, and that makes a big difference.
2nd and 7 for Holliston.
Ooh, fumble.
Ball's on the ground.
Oh, I don't know about that one. Westwood might have got in there.
Westwood signaling they have the ball.
It looked like they might have gotten in there, but no, looks like Holliston's ball.
Holliston retains possession miraculously.
But it'll be 3rd and long.
3rd and 11 or 12. Let's see where they. Okay.
And obviously 4-down territory here, so you don't have to get it all at once. Although it'd be nice if you did.
Harper in motion. Lima to pass. Inside to Teague. Teague's gone!
Bye-bye.
Touchdown, Connor Teague, number 1. And the Panthers are on the board.
That screen pass was played exceptionally well by that offensive line. They chipped.
We got a flag on the play.
Oh, this coming back.
Hold on, Jay.
Yeah, it looks like it's coming back. There's another flag going up now. No, that's not going to be good. So you might have 2 penalties here. See if there's one is on. The last one might have been on the bench.
Signal is a penalty against Holliston.
So this must have been a hold out here, would be my guess, his first penalty. Because they're marking it from the point that it occurred.
So they're going to walk off 10 yards against the Panthers.
That's probably the first penalty, which might have been a hold. The only other thing it might have been was a blocking it back or a illegal receiver downfield. This second penalty is going to be on the bench, I believe. 15 yards. And here you go. I just talked about this. You got to be careful here. Now they have 4th down marked on the.
Yeah, it should.
The marker should be 3rd.
Should be 3rd again. 3rd and 25 or 26.
Personal foul penalty against Holliston. The ball is placed at the 45-yard line of Westwood.
Oh, so I guess they said the second penalty, the 15-yarder, was a personal foul, which must have been after the play.
Dead ball foul.
No, we got it all figured out, and it's all you have to know is this: is it's
3rd down and 26.
It's 3rd down and wicked long.
Westwood 45.
But the screenplay worked beautifully, getting Teague out in the open like that.
3rd and 26 for the Panthers.
Oh, wow, that was almost intercepted.
Tried the screen pass again. That was incomplete. Bringing up 4th down. So the Panthers, after initially taking the ball into Westwood territory, look like they're setting up in punt formation.
Whoa.
Connor Teague's punt spirals up, going to drop just outside the 20-yard line.
Down on the 17. Well, at least they made the first down on the punt. 5:23 left to go in the first quarter here. Holliston trailing 7-0. They look both sides of the ball right now. They look a little bit out of sorts.
Right.
And of course, those penalties.
Discombobulated, if I could throw a word in there.
Yeah, that's a big word, but that's all right. And you know, I don't know, just doesn't seem right. But you know, it's always funny with Holliston. We talk about this year after year and time after time. Is that it always seems to be like the second set of downs that they just kind of pick things up and go really fast. So see if the defense can hold them here and get the ball right back.
So first down at the Westwood 19.
Oh,
and
help.
Mr. Martucci is Mr. Toddy is met right in the backfield. Who got the hit on that one?
C.J. Pacheco.
Pacheco with the hit. Pacheco with 20 tackles, 3 sacks, and 7 tackles for loss on the year. Toddy again tries to bounce off the pile. Gets it over the 20-yard line for a short gain. That'll bring up 3rd down and 8.
And this is where, you know, 4:43 left to go in the first quarter, and not to get over dramatic here or anything, but
this is 3rd and 7.
Down. Big 3rd down for Holliston right here. They can stop them here and make Westwood punt. They'll have good field position.
Trips to Hunt's right, and he looks right. Plenty of time. Now he tucks it, and he's sacked in the backfield.
That's CJ again?
Number 51.
Dave Villa.
Jimmy Parmisi.
Oh, that was 50. Oh, okay, yeah.
So that bring up 4th down and 8 and force the Wolverines to punt.
And now with the way the wind is swirling, Holliston should have really good field position again.
Hayden Ibbotson back for Holliston. Not a long punt. Looks like it went out of bounds around the 35.
Yeah, now, okay, so now your defense goes out there, special teams goes out there. They get the job done. Your second shot here in the offense, and looks like they were, whatever that discombobulation thing, whatever you called that thing there. Well, that's kind of gone away, at least on part of the Holliston team, and I'm sure the offense will look really good right now too.
So the Panthers will start at the Westwood 33.
They're a good team though, Westwood. The Westwood's defense is really good. They get to the ball really quickly. They all go and attack the ball very quickly.
Fake to Harding. Lima takes it himself, breaks a tackle. Finally brought down by number 11, Crowley, but not after a nice gain. Kawhi Lima having quite a season, 890 yards passing and 9 touchdowns, but he's also rushed for almost 600 yards and 9 touchdowns.
That was a great tackle by Crowley, by the way, being down on the ground like that.
Lima takes it himself, spun down.
That was a first down.
Oh, they gave him a first down on that. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Probably not much of a gain there.
So you watch the way this defense plays, and as I said, they're very good, very fast, some good size up front, good strength, and they really go to the ball quickly. And one thing you can do to play off of this sometimes is do some kind of misdirection, and the misdirection will open up part of the field.
3 receivers to Lima's left. Hand off to Harding. He follows his blockers around the left side, but then gets pushed back. Not sure he got much yardage there.
No, and that's what I'm saying. That team will go to the ball quickly, and you see like 8 players over there and 1 or 2 outside of there, and that's what they're doing. But when those 8 players are over there, that whole side of the field over here is open, and that's where you can attack this defense.
Well, they give him a tough 2 yards, bringing up 3rd down and 8. 2:10 clock is running here in the first quarter. 7-0 Wolverines.
Taking a while to get this play in. Plenty of time still. 10 seconds hasn't been
indicated. Lima fakes it to Harding. Takes it himself around the left. First down. Inside the 10. And he is very close to a touchdown.
Yeah, they bid on that fake. That was a nice fake to Devin Harding. You know, they're going to go war here? Yeah, it looks like they're going war right here.
So in comes Joey Tomaselli, number 22 at quarterback. Takes it himself. No signal. Touchdown, Panthers! Number 22, Joey Tomaselli with his 3rd touchdown of the season. Puts the Panthers on the board with 1:15 left to go in the first quarter.
Nice way to go. Joey, the senior, was able to get in there and get his touchdown on Thanksgiving Day game. And now Connor Teague will line up for the extra point to see if we can tie this thing up.
Teague is in the extra point try. 20, Kylie Vargas holding.
Some adjustment had to be made there by the ref.
The Teague kick is up and strong and through the uprights.
We were watching before the game that, you know, Connor Teague was down on this same goalpost there, practicing extra points, and he was kicking the ball just like that one, and the ball was going almost out to the street. It was unbelievable. He was really gets into it. And, you know, he's had a few field goals this year.
He's got three field goals.
Yep, and he's a weapon out there. And
that was his 31st extra point of the season. Oh, he's 31 of 33.
And he's only a junior. He's back next year, so getting more kicking in and use more of his speed and athleticism on this team. Team's losing 18 players this year, and 18, they're losing a lot of talent, but they
just
have a lot
time
of
to
talent
reload.
Yep, they got a lot of talent coming up. $1:15 left to go in the first quarter, tie game.
Teague's kick is a driver that bounces at the 2 and goes into the end zone.
Teague's kickoff goes through the end zone.
So Westwood will start their 3rd offensive drive at their own 20.
Wolverines will begin 1st and 10 from their
Well, hopefully the defense has things figured out. They had a quick 3 and out last time.
Well, they did, yeah, Tom. And it's that running game. You want to make sure that, you take them out of that. Devin Hunt's a good quarterback, but I think if you want to make this team one-dimensional, the one dimension you want to make them is passing. And, take them out of that running game, keep them in the 3rd and longs.
Hunt with Toddy in the back. Toddy and Martucci. There's the handoff to Martucci. Spins forward, close to a 1st down.
Yeah, and that's what they can do with that running game. They get the big guys up front there, and they run right into it again here.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage is Westwood. Hand it off to Martucci again.
He's a good runner, too. He's one of those guys I talk about Devin Harding doing the 2. Martucci, in fact, both of these runners, they get out there and they're always going forward, always moving forward. And as I said earlier, they even get out front of that blocking a little bit into that second level, and they're pretty tough to bring down. Good offense here for Westwood.
So 2nd down and 5 for Westwood. Martucci again, this time dragging Panthers across the 45-yard line, another first down.
Yeah, they're going to have to someone's going to have to break through the line and stop him prior to the line of scrimmage. Because once they get that head of steam going, and when they're going fast like this, almost every time they do, it's going to be a run.
Pitch to Martucci. Tries to
There
go
you go.
wide,
Yeah.
but he is stopped. Did you see who was out there? DeJesus, number 31, with the hit. 2nd down and 9, and that's the end of the first quarter. 7-7 is up on the scoreboard. New game for the first quarter at the end of the first quarter. We'll be back in just a few moments. Okay, there's other games this Thanksgiving Day in the Tri-Valley League. For the 100th time, Ashland is hosting Hopkinton. Hopkinton leads that series. For the 92nd time, Millis is facing Medway. Medway leads that series. For the 57th time, Dover Sherburne hosts Medfield. Medfield leading that series. For the 21st time, Bellingham hosts Norton. Norton leading that series. That game is for the Tri-Valley League small title. And for the 94th time, the newest members of the Tri-Valley League, Dedham is at Norwood. Norwood leads that series.
There was nothing like that. Because when I played back in the 60s, we didn't have any Super Bowls or any of that stuff, which is really you have. Playoffs or any of that. So this was the game every year, no matter what your record was. This was the game that you had to win. You had to win this game and left a good taste in your mouth the rest of the year.
I remember when Westwood was on top of their game and not having a good taste in my mouth after coming to Flahive Field.
2nd and 9, Wolverines from their own 47.
2nd down and 9, handoff
There's
straight up the
stop.
gut.
There's a good stop. Yep.
But Villa and
Palmisi, was it?
And number 42, Bazisco on the hit.
Martucci, the ball carrier.
See, and this is what I was talking about.
Oh, we got first quarter stats from Lowe's.
Yeah, just quickly some stats here at the end of one. Total yardage, 88 for Westwood, 32 for Holliston.
Hunt being chased out of the pocket. He slides down. That's going to bring up a 4th down and long. So good pressure by the Panthers. Go ahead, Los.
Yeah, 48 yards rushing for Westwood, 32 yards rushing for Holliston, 40 yards passing for Westwood. No completions yet for the Panthers.
That was a good. I think that was a loss of yardage, so I think he might get credit for sack for that. That was PJ,
Wow.
CJ, right? Pacheco. He's having himself a game.
Low snap. Good punt. Aiden Ibbotson off the shoulder pads. He gathers it up at the 10. And now he's got some open room as he heads towards the Westwood bench. Aiden Ibbotson puts the shoulder down at the 40, gets to the 41.
Well, two things on that. First of all, I can tell that the wind really is affecting this game because the punt just got up there and took off on him. But that was a good recovery by Aiden and was able to use his speed to get out to the outside out here.
Aiden's brother Dylan in 2018 rushed for 107 yards against these Westwood Wolverines.
Well, he rushed back then, but now in college, he's a heck of a
defensive player
for University of New England.
First down and 10 for the Panthers at their own 42-yard line. Lima hands it to Harding. Harding dances through the line. He's got a first down and more as he's inside of Westwood territory at close to the 35-yard line.
Good balance, good use of that plant foot. He was able to plant and go in the other direction quickly, and they're right back at the line of scrimmage.
I think in hockey they call that a foot drag, the way he stopped on a dime and went forward.
Well, that may be foot drag in hockey, but it's a foot boom here in football.
Harding again this time for the middle of the line for 5 yards. Holliston moving quickly themselves. 2nd and 5 for Holliston.
10 minutes left in the half.
Ooh. Harding this time caught in the backfield for a loss. Big number 74, that's Maddox Rodriguez. Greg Joris Papalopoulos. I don't know how to say that one.
I will give this one a try. Yeah. Papatonitis?
We'll
find out from Jay, our announcer down here for Westwood. Great guy, by the way.
I'm guessing they call him Big Papa.
Yeah, I would be after that.
3rd down and 7. This time Harding again spins at the 30. Gets forward close to a first down. Flag went in late. Now, Holliston is signaling that it's against Westwood.
Boy,
they're going to mark it off at the 27.
You do have your work cut out for you today with some of these names on here. And
they take it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19, it looks like.
Well, penalties have played
to the 14.
They played a big part, in the first Westwood drive, and then the Holliston, when Holliston had the ball and scored the touchdown and got called back, and here we go again, making a big difference.
So 1st and 10 from the 14 for Holliston. Lima takes it himself. He did hand it off to Harding. Great fake and a late flag.
Harding on the carry. Loose ball at the end of the play and a flag after the play.
It's getting a little chippy, Jay.
Well, these are we gonna have a timeout here, or did they get the ball?
Personal foul.
Signal is offsetting personal foul penalties.
Yeah, there was a fumble on the play. Westwood jumped on it, and then now there's penalties after the play.
But if there's offsetting penalties, does the play? I guess the play's going to count anyway.
After the dead ball.
Oh, afterwards. Okay.
So a sudden change for Westwood gives them the ball on the 12-yard line.
Well, just like I talked about the penalties, and here we go now with a turnover. And
10, 13.
Hands it off to Toddy. Pushes forward past the 15-yard line.
Good game that means a lot with, coming up on 8 minutes left in the half, tied at 7. Both these teams are really going at it.
I mean, Devin Hunt has passed for over 2,100 yards, but they're grounding and pounding today. Hunt to throw, hit right as he let it go, incomplete. That was
that De Jesus in there?
That was James Gibbons, number 21, that almost got Hunt.
And you're right, Hunt just got that off. Just as it was being released, Gibbons got in and made the tackle. He's another one. He's in on a lot of sacks and
3rd down and 5 for Westwood. They hand off to Toddy.
Whoa.
Whoa, big hit
Whoa.
by that was Miguel De Jesus, 31, really put a hammer down on Toddy. Brings up 4th down and 3. Ball's at the 20-yard line. Looks like Westwood's lined up to go for it.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this. We'll see. Yeah, Hunt punts for them too.
They're lining up to go for it.
Yeah, they may try and draw them off
4th and
sides.
3.
Trying to draw them off sides. They call it timeout now.
So we'll have a timeout, Westwood, with 7 minutes even left in the first half. 7-7 your score.
Well,
we'll just stay right here.
Yeah, we'll stay here. I see this at all levels of the high school, the pros, and college, and I really don't understand that, because what you're doing is you're going to punt the ball anyway, right? And you're trading a timeout that you may need later on.
Yeah.
For the opportunity of somebody might jump offside. Everybody knows this play now. Everybody does the same thing.
Right.
Back when they first started doing it, I got it. But now it's done so often that it's like, you just tell your guys.
It still seems to work 1 in a million times.
Once in a while, yep, once in a while. But when it doesn't,
like you said, trading a timeout, that's a big trade.
In a 7-7 game where you got a championship on the line, I don't know about that one. And I'm not saying anything about the coaching staff. I mean, they do a great job over here. But it's just something that at every level, I really don't understand that play.
So 4th down and 3. Westwood, again, lined up to go for it. Hunt to pass. Fires. Complete to Charlie Toole, number 17, and he gets away from a couple of tackles.
This is coming back.
We had a late flag come in there after the catch. Probably a block in the back penalty. But it was after he caught it, and it's a spot foul, so. So the referees are talking it over.
Yeah, he had to get to about the 23, and the spot of the foul looks like around the 30, 29 or 30. But again, see, that's what I meant. So you threw the ball, you got your first down or whatever happens here, but you've lost a timeout. I would have thought that throwing the ball was enough of a surprise, So
let's see how they mark this off. Five yards. 10 yards will put it down at the 20-yard line.
Signal is a penalty against Westwood. Holding an illegal block penalty would be a 10-yard penalty.
So now the question is, are they going to give them the first down there, or is it still going to be 4th down?
Now my brain remembers a game where the Panthers lost it and lost the ball. So they give it to Westwood to do it again. 3 receivers to Hunt's right. He looks right. Fires. Incomplete.
That's great coverage.
Good coverage there by number 25, Evan Salem.
That is just
And a turnover on downs deep in their own end will put the Panthers in great field position.
That pass was perfectly thrown and right to the receiver. And the receiver did a nice job, but
Evan Salem.
Great coverage by Salem to break that up. Nicely done. And, that's a pretty gutsy call right there. But Holliston gets the ball deep in the Westwood territory at the 20. And now this is where you don't fool around and just march downfield and score here. You got 20 yards to go.
Lima to Harding. Harding squeaks forward for 5 yards.
Yeah, that's the horse you want to ride down here is Devin Harding. And the other one is when when Kawhi keeps the ball too. Either one of them, they'll get the yardage down here to be able to get in the end zone.
Second and 4.
These two sets of lines, offensive, defensive lines on both teams, have been really going at each other, and it's really been kind of a pretty evenly matched battle between those two groups.
Yeah.
Clock is running. 6 minutes left in the half.
Two receivers to Lima's left. Lima keeps it himself.
Fumble.
Holliston.
Boy, Holliston fell on that lucky.
Looked like they fell on that fumble.
Now, it is windy out there, but it's not wet, and it's really not that cold. In fact, when you're out there playing, it's going to be fine because it's probably about 50 degrees now down there.
So 3rd down and 8 for Holliston after the play.
You know what's kind of interesting now, reading those flags, the wind has kind of turned a little bit, which could make this an interesting call if it's going to be if they don't get the first down here.
Holliston comes to the line with 3 receivers to Lima's left.
They're going to blitz. Here they come.
Lima to pass, throws it over the middle. Number 5, Brad Andriola with the catch and the first down.
Great job.
And a flag.
Penalty flag.
Lima's pass complete. Number 5, Brad Andriola. Tackled by Elliot Harris and a flag on the play. Flag at the spot of the reception and the tackle. Initial signal is it is against Westwood.
And that'll put the ball at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, let's see if they go back to war, if they just give it to Harding here. That was a great job by the offensive line picking up that blitz, and they really actually gave Kawhi the opportunity to step into the pass and put a little mustard on it, get it down to Brad Andriola, who made a nice catch.
That was his first completion of the day, and it was a beauty. So 1st and goal for Holliston.
Good heaven, Harding's in.
Harding. Touchdown, Holliston. Devin Harding with his first touchdown of the day. His 11th touchdown of the season, and Holliston's ahead with 4:07 to go in the first half.
Well, they were given a short field, and they were able to navigate it relatively quickly. 4:07 left to go in the half.
Teague's kick is up and good. So with 4:07 to go in the first half, Holliston has 2 unanswered scores, and it's 14-7 Panthers.
Well, again, that offensive line did a nice job in that drive, and short as it was, they were able to pick up that blitz, and the blitz perfectly called blitz, by the way, by the Westwood defensive coaches. They got in there, and it was called perfectly, but Kawhi was able to step into that ball because he got a nice pocket there and be able to get it to Brad Andriola.
So that's Devin Harding's 38th touchdown of his Panther career. That gives him sole possession of 5th place on the all-time receiving and rushing touchdown list. He's 1 touchdown behind Nick Athies.
Wow.
And then he's 2 touchdowns behind Tristan Benson and Gary Alliger. But who has the most touchdowns
Gotta be Zach.
Rushing and receiving?
Zach
Elkinson with 49.
Yeah. He got all those in one Super Bowl game.
he had 5.
He still holds the record, I think, for the Super Bowl, right? 5.
I think he's tied for the record.
Someone tied him?
Yeah. Teague's kick.
Did you see that?
Taken at the 10-yard line. And good coverage by the Panthers.
Did you see how you can see where the wind is going across the field? That ball came up and just blown right across the field.
Wow. So that'll put Westwood at the 18-yard line.
First and 10 Wolverines. Just across their own 17.
4 minutes exactly left to go in the half here.
Let's see 50-50 raffle ticket sales people right in front of me. Last chance, folks.
And I think what you might see here, they may try maybe one or two quick runs and then get into the passing game. Let's see where the runs take them. But their passing game, the receivers up until the last couple passes have been wide open. So
4 plays, 20 yards for that scoring drive from the Panthers.
Hunt to throw on first down, throws it out to
Tool.
No, that was to Crowley.
Oh, Crowley, 11. Yep.
So they didn't go to the 2 rushes before they went to the passing game.
Yeah.
Second down and 2.
Second and a short 3.
Hunt again to pass. Looks downfield, throws it down the middle.
Oh, wow.
Almost caught.
I'm going to tell you, I think that ball was taken too. I think that ball would have been caught on a normal day, but I think the ball, you can tell the wind is really pushing the ball out in that direction.
That was Thomas Warren. He almost made a spectacular catch on that.
That would have been beautiful.
Third down and 2.
Now is when you want to attack defensively.
Hunt again, quick throw across the middle. This one to Crowley's got the first down. Oh, that was 10. Andy Weeman. 375 yards of catches and 4 touchdowns on the season. So first down at the Wolverine 35. Hunt's ready to throw again. Fires it to number 11, Crowley.
They're giving him too much space. Holliston's playing a little too soft. If they cannot give them quite that much space, that pass, and there was another pass earlier on today that could have really been intercepted, and they just want to close that gap a little bit. Don't give them quite that much space.
First and 10 at midfield. Hunt again to throw. This one complete at the 40-yard line. Another one to Crowley.
The other thing I'd like to see is Holliston put a little pressure on Hunt too.
Hand off to Toddy.
Yeah,
Toddy's, I think he tripped up short of the 35.
Yeah, but that's a great call by the Westwood coaching staff. Is that you got everybody in pass mode and to run that, and if he could have broken that tackle, he would have gone pretty far.
Second and 5. Again to Toddy. He reaches forward, crosses the 30. Looks like he's got another Westwood first down. It's like the tale of 2 offenses here for Westwood. Moving the ball at will against Holliston. Toddy again, left side. Tough running yards.
What he's doing right now.
That was on.
What Coach Pindell now is doing is he's playing the clock game. He wants the clock to roll down. He doesn't want Holliston to get a chance at this. So pretty soon, maybe right this play, he'll open it back up again.
First and 10 for Westwood. Hunt to throw. Looks across the middle. Complete. Weeman with the catch and a flag on the play. Weeman holding his helmet.
It looks like it's coming back. Is it coming back? Yeah.
They're marking off a penalty. And it's going to be a 15-yarder against Westwood.
Now, when that play, whatever, I'm not sure what happened with the penalty there, but Holliston blitzed, and I don't know, was it Sahajian who got in there, and Hunt stood up tall and strong and threw that ball. Nice pass, nice catch, but Not quite sure who made the penalty. But that's what I wanted to see. I want to see Holliston, come off the corners. CJ, Pacheco, or some of those guys come off the corners and put some pressure on Hunt.
So first and 10 for Westwood at their own at the Holliston 25-yard line.
1:09 and running. The clock is.
Hunt looks right, quick throw, puts it on a dime.
Well, I'll tell you, I saw Hunt in the Canton game, and he did okay and everything, but he wasn't throwing like this. He's been incredibly accurate here, and that in that game he was kind of a little bit off, but this game he's right on.
Hunt to throw this time to the left side, incomplete. Didn't have anybody open. He was under pressure from Givens. 2nd down and 10.
46.6 seconds left here. Now they do have 2 timeouts left, I believe. They've only used that one. Holliston is playing now. As you get closer to the goal line too, there's not as much field to cover it, so that those D-backs they can play a little tighter on these receivers.
3 receivers to Hunt's left side, and that's where he looks. Fires it out in the flat
Absolutely.
to Weeman.
Wide open. I mean, there was nobody within 20 yards of him.
Inside the 5-yard line. All spotted at about the 2.
So it's going to be 1st and goal from the 2-yard line.
And he can
Clock
run
is running with 33 seconds to go. And there goes Martucci in for the touchdown.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Wolverines.
That's great clock management and great play calling by the
2-yard touchdown.
by Coach Pendel and his staff. Of course, the only thing they did do, though, Tom and Carlos, is they left 27.3 seconds on the clock.
Elliot Harris is in for the extra point try. Holland holding. Say that 5 times fast. Holland holding.
And it's good. So it's a new game with 22 seconds left in the first half.
Your score, Westwood 14, Holliston 14.
That was turning
That
into
was
a really good game.
Martucci's 10th touchdown of the season for Westwood.
He did a good job calling the plays down there, like I said, and that's nice how he worked the clock all the way. He worked the clock. He mixed in his passing and his running game. And Devin Hunt has been, boy, oh boy, he's been right on target all day long. The other thing about these receivers is they're pretty sure-handed too. You don't see them drop many balls. So if he gets the ball anywhere near them, they'll be able to take it. This is interesting here. You want to watch what happens here. You got to be careful for any kind of kickoff here.
This time, Teague and Andriola are deep for Holliston back at the 10-yard line.
Holliston, Connor Teague, Brad Andriola.
Teague takes it about the 12. Bounces off some tacklers and gets out of bounds just around the 35-yard line.
Across the 30-yard line. Out of bounds.
I don't think that Holliston has taken any timeouts either. So,
18 seconds is pretty thin, though, Jay.
well, Coach Kiley's never met 18 seconds he didn't like.
Ball spotted at the Holliston 31. It'll be 1st and 10.
They spot the ball at the 31.
Seconds rain in the second quarter.
Teague and Ibbotson come wide to the near side of the field. Harper in motion. Lima to throw. Puts it down the middle.
There it is. There it was.
Connor Teague had a couple of steps. But it's got to be tough with throwing it into the wind and trying to.
You're right, Tom, and it's kind of the wind now is coming at such an angle that he's not just throwing it into the wind; it's also pushing the ball out a little bit. You might have to throw a shorter pass if you can get it a little bit open.
Well, that's what Hunt has been doing successfully.
Yeah, and you have to get maybe like someone like Blake Harper or something open over the middle. Whoa.
Lima on the quarterback draw.
Quick timeout here, 7 seconds left.
Called a timeout with 7 seconds to go on second down. Be third down and 4. Or 3. Well, you got to keep trying to test these Wolverines.
Well, and what you want to do, too, is you want to stretch that defense as much as you can. You're coming out in the second half, and you want to get that defense stretched out, get them thinking a little bit that we can get the ball downfield even in a windy day like this, and kind of adjust their thinking a little bit. This is a good game, though. I mean, this game, 14-14 here, and game that means everything, and 2 arch rivals is old Holliston jacket down there, number 75. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know who that is, but old Holliston lineman down there.
I think that's.
Do you know?
I think that's class of 75.
Was that the class of 75?
I don't know. He wasn't 75. I think that's Matt Fair.
Oh, was that Matty?
Yeah, but he wasn't 75 though.
Do stay tuned. At the beginning of halftime, right away, we'll have Westwood cheerleader performance for you.
He's got those. If it's Matt, he's got those knees that are so gimpy now from all the years of roofing down there.
Right.
Heck of an athlete, Matt Fair. Okay, 7.1 seconds left. Here we go.
3rd and 3. Lima to throw. Inside screen to Teague. Teague with some speed. Got one guy to beat. Pushed out of bounds at the 20 just
call.
at the end of the first half.
Great call.
A big gain for the Panthers. 14-14 your score. We'll be back with second half action in just a number of moments. Okay, and now Los with the halftime lowdown.
Thank you very much, Tom. At the half, these two teams battling it out to a 14-14 tie. Very close in terms of total yardage, 132 yards for the Panthers, 175 for the Wolverines, 60 yards passing, 72 yards rushing for Holliston, 106 yards passing, 69 yards rushing for the Wolverines. Only one turnover in this game. It was a fumble lost by the Panthers. A couple of sacks by the Panthers, though. And penalties starting to rear their ugly head for both teams. 3 for 31 yards for the Panthers, 4 for 20 yards for Westwood. Third down conversions, Holliston 3 for 5, Westwood 2 for 6. And then in terms of fourth down conversions, just 1 for 2 for Westwood. Holliston has not yet attempted a fourth down attempt. Individually for the Panthers, quarterback Kawhi Lima, 2 for 4 for 60 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Devin Harding having a pretty good first half. He's got 9 carries for 38 yards and a touchdown. That's good for 4.2 yards a carry. Kawhi Lima also very well running the ball, 6 carries for 33 yards. That's an average of 5.5 yards a carry. Leading receiver for the Panthers is number 1, Connor Teague. He's got 1 catch for 44 yards, the longest play of the day so far for the Panthers. And then for Westwood, their quarterback, Devin Hunt, is having a very efficient first half. He is 9 of 12 for 106 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Their leading rusher, Westwood's leading rusher, is Dante Martucci, 10 carries for 45 yards and a touchdown. It's good for 4.5 yards a carry. Joey Toti has 10 carries for 27 yards. Leading receiver for the Wolverines is Jack Crowley. He's got 6 catches for 53 yards. Charlie Toole has a catch, which went for a touchdown. That was 33 yards. And then defensively for the Panthers, whole host of tacklers at the top of the tackling chart here. We've got C.J. Pacheco, Miguel DeJesus, Matt Gimblett, Ibn Salem, Jimmy Parmisi, and Lucas Badenkoff all leading in terms of tackles. They have 3 registered tackles apiece. Got a big pass breakup in this first half from Ibn Salem, and then another big quarterback hurry in the first half from James Givens. For more stats and information on the Holliston Panthers, you can follow us on X/Twitter at HCatFootball, and that's the lowdown.
Thank you, Los. Holliston's going to receive the kick to start the second half. Both teams been strategizing, Jay. What kind of adjustments do you make?
Well, I think Holliston's got to do a little bit better on pass coverage. I think part of that's going to be they're going to have to put more pressure on Devin Hunt. He's just really on fire. Offensively, I would open it up.
Opening kick bounces at the 25. Andriola has it, looking for an opening. Cuts to his right, all the way out to the 40-yard line. Nice return by Brad Andriola.
And by opening up, I don't necessarily mean you got to go out there and start throwing the ball around a lot, which would be kind of fun to watch. But offensively, in the run game too, I'd kind of concentrate a little bit more on the outside. That'll spread out that defensive line, give your offensive lineman a little better angle to block, and then you can come up the middle of the line and make some big runs. So see how they do it here. But the first half was incredibly entertaining and very well played, except for those penalties. And even though Holliston didn't have a lot of penalties, the 2 penalties there they had back-to-back that took away the touchdown and moved them out of range where they had to punt the ball.
Tough ones to take points off the board. New formation for Holliston with Kylie Vargas, number 30, and Devin Harding in the backfield. Handoff to Harding. Harding breaks a few tackles. He's got forward for about 8 yards.
Nice run, nice blocking there. Nice hole opened up by the offensive line. That's what I mean. When you're in the offensive line, you got to have good angles. If you have angles where you can block, cross-blocking or something, where you're hitting a guy instead of straight on, hitting him from the side, you have a better chance of moving them out of there and getting a little hole there that the great runners like Harding can run through.
Second down and 2 for Holliston. Lima to Harding.
Oh, that's a nice stop by.
Stopped right away by number 59, Cole Pindell. It's probably the coach's son, 6'5", 200 pounds. Brings up a third down and 2. Third down and 1. They got to get to midfield for a first down.
Panthers are 3 for 5 on third down so far today.
Yeah, and this is where you got to really, I think, personally, play smash mouth and just get down in there, get that first down.
Lima takes it himself after the fake. He's got a first down and more. Down to the 40-yard line, 38. Let's see where they mark it.
And to go back where I talked about earlier, Tom, when we were talking about the great job that Westwood does in following the ball, and I mentioned you want to do some misdirection plays, kind of like that one. You want to get that backfield flowing to the left, and then Kawak can take it to the right and pick up that first down.
So first down for Holliston at the Westwood 38. 10:03 clock running here in the third quarter.
So now you're at a point maybe if you want to try a different pass play or something here, this is a good opportunity to open it up here.
Lima to throw. Up over the top to number 30, Kylie Vargas. And he is just short of the goal line. Well, you called it, Jay.
Well, that's, Coach Kylie and I have a phone here. We go back and forth on it. But the bat phone.
You've got telemetry.
But I got rid of that. I took penicillin. But this is that's a great call. Really great call on that play. And that's what I'm saying. You want to kind of open the game up a little bit. You have great speed, you have great athleticism. Use it.
So first and goal for the Panthers from the 2-yard line. Handoff to number 3, Harding.
I don't think he made it. Yeah, just a little short.
Just didn't make it.
Clock running, 9 minutes left in the third quarter.
So it'll be second down and goal from for Holliston. And out comes the war unit. Number 22, Joey Tomaselli leads the pack out, gets under center. Tomaselli follows Parmisi into the end zone.
Touchdown. Yeah.
Touchdown, Panthers! Joey Tomaselli with his second score of the day.
Well, happy Thanksgiving, Joey Tomaselli.
Well, there was a...
Yep, he's a senior. What's going on here now?
I didn't see a flag.
Must be something they're going to ask if they want to take it on here or on the kickoff, maybe. So it must be against Holliston, maybe?
Personal foul. They're explaining it to Coach Pindell.
There was a flag on the play. The signal was against the Wolverines.
Signal was against the Wolverines.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So Teague lines up for the extra point. His kick is up.
A flag on the field. Let's see if this offsides. If it is, then Holliston might want to go for 2 here.
Flags flying everywhere.
They came across really fast. If that's offsides, I think you probably want to go for 2.
An offsides penalty against the Wolverines.
It's funny. They always say you don't don't take anything off the scoreboard or anything, but you don't take points off the scoreboard. You don't want to do that. But on the other hand, if you get a chance to go for 2, that could, down the line, that could make a big difference.
They're going to send out the offense. As the ball will be marked at the 1-yard line for the 2-point conversion. Tomaselli under center. He goes forward over Parmisi.
I don't think he made it. Did he? He got, yeah. Oh, he did get it.
Flag went in. Flag late.
22, Joe Tomaselli. Quarterback for
The ref on this side of the field was kind of marking off, but the ref on the other side indicated that they got in.
There is a flag on the play.
Oh, Holliston's going
off
the field.
like they got it, conversion.
Yeah. So maybe this is something they'll do in the kickoff, which would be a big help because Holliston's going to be kicking off against the wind. So yeah, I don't. That's a good question. We're not getting a lot of the signals here. Okay, so here's what I'm guessing. I'll just fill in here for the time, but with 8:32 left to go in the third quarter.
But is the conversion good or not?
I think the conversion.
They didn't signal. Don't they need to signal whether the 2-point conversion was good or not?
Yeah, I thought it was good. He did signal good. There it is, yep.
So Tomaselli with the touchdown and the 2-point conversion puts the Panthers up 22-14 with 8:32 to go in the third quarter.
And I'm not really sure what all that was about because I don't see any penalty.
So we had 8 penalties and they amount to nothing.
Up to 2 points. What Connor's been doing, which is really smart on a lot of these kickoffs, he's keeping them low so they're not getting up in the wind, and that way they get a little bit more speed and a little bit more distance on it. You get it up in this wind, it's not going to travel too far.
Teague's kick up into the wind, taken back at the 4-yard line.
Oh, nice.
Good hit right away by Captain David Villa. 51 came flying in there and got a shoulder pad on him. And the Westwood will start at their own 18-yard line.
Yeah, and then Westwood has had done a good job both rushing the ball and throwing the ball, so everything is open here for Coach Pindell. In the wind, the wind isn't playing that much of a factor into Devin Hunt's passing capabilities here, so it doesn't really matter what side of the field he's on. He can take him down just like he took him down at the going from our left to our right in the second quarter.
Hunt to throw on first down.
Ooh.
Right to Charlie Toole, but covered right away. Jimmy Parmisi with a tackle there.
And I think what happened was, I didn't see who the Holliston player was, but I think Hunt pulled his arm down again. The Holliston player wouldn't have intercepted it, but I think he thought he might have, and he pulled it down. That's why the pass was so short.
Hunt to throw on second down. Makes a completion to number 13, Thomas Warren.
That's Kawhi Lima out there, right?
Number 14 on the tackle. Handoff this time up the middle. Up for the first down. Martucci on the carry.
3-yard line. The gain is enough for another Wolverines.
I'm trying to watch how the coverage is going with the Holliston defensive backfield, because for some reason it's a lot of open guys.
Hunt to Martucci on first down.
That's a nice tackle. Here comes a
Flag behind the play.
Yeah.
As he's tossed backwards.
Martucci, the ball carrier.
Rodenheiser was at the bottom of that pile. It's against Westwood.
Yeah.
The signal is a holding call against Westwood.
Boy, and that came from way in the defensive backfield, too. So I wonder if it was one of the lead blockers or somebody who he could see really easily. 7:18 left to go in the third. Clock not running. 22-14, Holliston by 8. You know, in the last game that Westwood played, they came down and they were down 20-13 against Canton. And they came down with 58 seconds left and scored the touchdown to make it 20-19. And Coach Pindell went for 2, which I thought was really good. I would have gone for 2, you know, to win the game as opposed to just tie it. And Canton was able to break up the pass in the just outside the end zone, and that's how they end up losing that game.
These penalties are making me hungry.
Yeah.
All I can think about is that turkey and stuffing is just farther and farther away.
Holding penalties, a 10-yard penalty.
All right, they're going to redo first down and 20 for Westwood.
Wolverines.
Now is where you want to blitz. You can come in and blitz right here. You might blitz into a run, but that's okay. But if you want to come and get Devin Hunt, this would be the opportunity to do it.
Hunt with short drop, pulls it back. Gibbons gives chase. Finally tackled by Rodenheiser. Holliston comes up with a big stop on first down.
Yeah, that's a sack. That's a loss of yardage there. And nice play by Austin Rodenheiser. You know, only a sophomore.
So second down and 21 or 22.
Again, now you can attack here. You can blitz or you can pull back coverage.
Hunt's back to the air. Fires to his right, complete.
They're getting so wide open. It's really
all the way down to midfield.
It's really amazing. These guys are just absolutely, totally wide open. I mean, you got to give Devin Hunt a lot of credit because he's standing in there and he's getting that ball, and he's incredibly accurate right to them. But it's not like he's even putting it any small windows or anything. These guys are just wide open.
Very comfortable in that pocket. First down and 10. Hand off to Martucci. Chased down there by De Jesus.
That's a nice job by De Jesus. And, you know, we talked about him in the last game, the Situate game. I mentioned that you always get to see him. If near the end of the game you need a play, he always seems to be around there.
He's also the long snapper. Did you know that?
Was he really?
He is. On all those extra points that Teague has kicked.
You know, on the punt team too?
Yeah.
Because that makes sense because he's the guy that can release, right?
Right. Hunt on second down. Fires, bounces it in front of number 11, Crowley.
Crowley is incomplete. Will be third down and 10.
So it'll be third down and 10 for Westwood.
Yeah, 2 down territory here. And what Holliston wants to do, again, is keep putting that pressure on Devin Hunt.
How about keeping their hands up?
Yeah, keep your hands up. Take away those passing lanes, absolutely. You're learning, Tom. It only took you 16 of 17 years, but you're learning.
Hunt drops back, looks, fires, and complete to number 17. And it's a 50-yard touchdown for Charlie Toole. That's his 11th touchdown of the season.
Now, Holliston really didn't do too bad on that coverage. They were right there, except they kind of that was just a really perfectly placed pass by Devin Hunt. Get it to Toole and in a perfect spot to run in there. But he was really covered pretty well on that play. 5:09 left to go. They're going for 2. And this is where the difference in the game can be made when you have those off scores like that, and see if you can stop them here.
Full house backfield for Westwood. Then they're back to throw. Fired, tipped, tipped twice and incomplete.
Great defense.
So the attempt is no good. And with 5:09 to go in the third quarter, Holliston lead is 22-20.
Yeah, foul that one back there because that may be a play later on today that would have made a huge difference. $5:09 left to go in the third quarter.
Well, the last two drives for Westwood, Hunt has looked very confident in the pocket.
He's looked very good in the pocket, and like I said, I saw a few games. I saw them play against Ashland, saw them play against Hopkinton, of course against Canton, and I haven't seen him be this active. He's a good quarterback, and you said all the yardage that he had, Tom, this year.
2,100 yards. That was his 24th touchdown of the season.
So, I mean, he's good. There's no doubt about it. Very, very, I should say very, very good. But I don't think I've seen him this accurate in the games I've seen. So, but he's a good one. That was CJ, huh?
Yeah.
He's everywhere.
In the kickoff for the Wolverines.
So Lima's back to receive the kick in this direction. Taken at the 22 by Devin Harding.
Jeez. Oh, you're not going to kick it deep. We're just going to kick it to Devin Harding. Who do you kick it to back there, though? I mean, they got great returners all over the place back there. So now it's Holliston's turn, and 5:04 left. 17 minutes left to go in this game. With these two teams are playing for the TVL co-championship, and it's almost getting to be one of those games where the last guy that has the ball is going to win.
Right. How many times have we seen that? We could ask Ken. He could look back at the last 50.
Well, we got a lot of them here. The Westwood Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
All the games that really mean something.
So Lima fakes it to Harding, takes it himself.
Yeah. You got to
no gain on the play.
And again, I think what you need to do is spread that offense, that defensive line a little bit more. You got to by extending the plays left to right a little bit more to make them get those outside tackles or get them outside a little bit more. That'll give better blocking angles.
2nd down and 11, loss of one on the play. Lima to Harding, and he is just met by a boatload of Wolverines.
Right, and right there, again, I hate to keep hopping on this, but you can't keep going into the middle there until you spread those guys out a little bit.
So it'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Panthers.
You can get some kind of a short pass to the outside or something. You can get some yardage out of that. Use that speed out there. Get the ball into.
Wind still blowing. Blustery.
Get the ball to Connor Teague or one of those guys.
Lima to throw on 3rd down. Puts it down the middle.
Ooh.
Just a step over Connor Teague's head.
Yeah, that's a good pass. By the way, some great blocking by that offensive line on that to give Kawhi the pocket to pass. And I think here you definitely want to punt the ball. That's how, you look at that, now that set it down. So you get the 1st down, you get to the outside, you get maybe a couple of yards. And then you test that middle again, and you only get a couple of yards. Now you're stuck for 3rd and long, and in a windy day like this. On a normal day, that pass would have probably been caught for a touchdown by Connor Teague.
Bad snap. Teague able to gather it up. but it gets blocked, and it'll be Westwood ball at the 11-yard line.
Well, I got to tell you, that's not good for Holliston, but that blocked punt was unbelievable. I can't believe he blocked that punt.
First and 10 Wolverines from the Holliston 13-yard line.
So with 3:29 left to go in the third quarter, that defense got its back to the wall.
Panthers are going to have to come up big right here.
And I'm guessing you're probably going to see a couple of run plays at first, but one thing about covering the pass down here is obviously you don't have as much field to cover, and it's a little bit easier to cover these guys, but they're still good receivers.
Hunt to Martucci, or to Toddy, off the right side for a few yards.
And he can get a first down here.
Toddy is hit right away.
Great play.
Great play by Rodenheiser.
Boy, he came out of the defensive backfield. What a great play.
Loss of 2 on the play. That'll bring up third down and call it 6 from the 10. Hunt to throw. Quick throw out into the flat to Weeman, but Weeman stops short of the first down.
Yeah, very interesting. I'm not sure that the last 3 or 4 of the last 7 passes have been really down low. I'm not quite sure what that is about.
This wind is a little blustery.
You're wondering if that's what he's trying to do, overcompensate for the wind and keep it low. Big fourth down here for both these teams.
4th down and 4 for Westwood. Hunt's going to throw. Finds Toole in the back of the end zone for a touchdown.
You know, it's funny, they always say don't put 2 receivers in the same spot because they can be covered by just one guy, and they had the 2 receivers down. I thought he was throwing to the first one, and then I saw Toole come back on the backside and was able to make that catch.
That's the 3rd connection for those 2 on the day. 3 touchdowns from Devin Hunt to Charlie Toole.
89 yards receiving for Charlie Toole. Devin Hunt has 200 yards passing.
Wow. 1:59 left to go in the third.
Toddy in the backfield with Hunt. Hunt on the 2-point conversion. Short throw right through the hands. And no good. So with 1:59 left in the third quarter, it's 26-22 Westwood.
Westwood 26, Holliston 22.
Well, that was a good defensive stand. I mean, I thought they would almost have a chance to knock that ball down in the far end zone for during the touchdown. I thought actually Devin Hunt had overthrown his receiver, but that's just because he knew and Toole knew that Toole was going to come into the back side of that back corner there and make that catch.
Right. No, I thought the same thing. I said, oh, gosh, he's well covered. Why are you throwing to him?
Well, I thought it was going to be over his head, and okay, 4th down, you get the ball back, but they made the 2 stops for the extra points, and you know that might figure in here somewhere.
Time for some senior stars to start shining for the Panthers as they're chasing the Wolverines by 4 points.
$1:59 left to go in the third. Holliston's going to be looking for a big return here.
Chip kick.
Let it go out of bounds. Out of bounds. There you go. There you go.
Kick is out of bounds. Flag is thrown at about the 35-yard line.
We see that a lot now with teams, not just playing Holliston. A lot of people do that now against Holliston because that's the kind of the Ashland kind of did that's their version of an onside kick. What they're doing is their version of keeping the ball away from the Holliston returners.
Well, there is a ratio to height and time and height and distance. If the kicker can get it just high enough so you can get some returners.
Get underneath it, yes.
But it's tough to kick that ball high and short. There's a squib kick. Going to be picked up at the 30-yard line by Lima. He gets it forward to just crosses the 40-yard line.
Well, Westwood's pointing to their ball. I don't see any indication from the referees, but no, I guess not.
Go for the ball. You never know what might happen.
First and 10, Panthers at their own 41-yard line.
So the Panthers will have the ball. 1:52 left in the third quarter from their own 41-yard line.
Yeah, use that speed to the outside. You start getting it a little bit more to the outside. You can still get plays up the middle now and then, but kind of spread that offense a little bit, that defense a little bit more.
Lima fakes it to Harding, and it gets deflected as he went to throw a short ball there.
Played perfectly. That's what you want to do. Get those hands up.
Second and 10.
Be second down and 10 for Holliston.
This team's really going at it. This is really a really good football game. There's been quite a few penalties, but other than that, it's been pretty good.
Lima to throw on second down. Down the middle for Teague.
Yep.
But just can't get the calibration right for that kind of wind speed.
Yeah, it's hard, especially, well, you know this because you play quarterback, Tom, but when you're taking the ball up and it's going up in the air that high and the wind is this strong, you kind of really don't know where it's going to go.
Right.
And not just the quarterback, but the receiver's got to kind of anticipate, where's this going to go? Where's this going to come down?
Right.
And it's a tough thing to do.
That's why you've said the short game.
Yeah, and you notice how they kind of doubling up with the safety now on Connor Teague. I would do that too, and you know what that does? That opens it up for Blake Harper. So because you get that safety out of there, and now you can throw shorter to your tight end.
So third and 10 for the Panthers.
Oh boy, yeah.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Yeah.
As they try a short screen pass, but it was tipped at the line of scrimmage and intercepted by Westwood.
Well, you threw it right in the middle of the whole defense. Everybody's right there, and again, you gotta go to the outsides on these things. You gotta stretch that defense. Those guys are going to be packed all in there, and that can happen. And they've gone in twice now in that set of downs. The Wolverine defensive line played a nice job by tipping the ball. And then that time it ended up in somebody's hands.
Well, the Panthers got to do their own job, get their hands up and tip a ball to one of their fellow Panthers.
Yeah, and they get it about,
got to dig in right now.
23 seconds later, they got the ball right back again after scoring the touchdown.
Westwood with a full house backfield.
Yeah.
Handing it to Martucci, and he's got enough for a first down.
And, now Coach Pindell, what he is probably going to do here, he's going to use those running backs now. So, Holliston, although, you have to respect the opportunity that Devin Hunt may take to throw a pass here, but I'm guessing he's going to ride his backs right now with 110.
They're in running formation. Martucci again on first down. He's into the second level. Bounces up quickly, but close to a first down.
Holliston getting a little size in there in the middle of the line.
Gain of 10 on the play, another 1st and 10.
Martucci again. Cuts it back. C.J. Pacheco gets him, but not maybe just short of the first down.
Yeah, and that's the problem. If C.J. has to go out and get him, he's got to leave his that means he's in past that first line of defense there.
They're moving quickly. Westwood to the line. Martucci again just banging away at Holliston. 3rd down and 2. Looks like they're
first down. Yeah,
it's a first down.
This is going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. We're going to keep it here at the end of the 3rd quarter, Tom, and I think we ought to talk a little bit about the seniors on the Holliston football team.
Right. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Westwood 26, Holliston 22. Want to give a shout out to all the seniors that are putting their lives on the line today. Here for the Panthers.
Well, that may be a little bit
dramatic. Is that a little bit dramatic?
Well, maybe just
I was going for a little bit dramatic.
I mean, if you said we were putting ourselves on the line, okay, I'm buying that. But
Captain Devin Harding, Captain Jack Schellings, Captain David Villa, number 5, Brad Andriola, Chris Bove, Landon Beecher, Miguel DeJesus, James Gibbons, Blake Harper, Aiden Ibbotson, Kawhi Lima, C.J. Pacheco, Jimmy Parmisi, Andrew Raffo, Kevin Zahajian, Eben Salem, Joey Tomaselli, and Vlad Valesky. I mean, it's like you said, it's a big group.
Big group, 18 seniors, and and they're good. They helped out last year with that senior class last year. They combined for an opportunity they went to the state semifinals, and then this group, of course, this year and ended up in the quarterfinals.
In the quarterfinals, a great matchup at Committee and Field against Scituate, just losing a close one, 27-23.
And this has been kind of a funny year because you know how you always play the what if game. What if this didn't happen? What if that didn't happen? I mean, you could take 2 or 3 plays, just 2 or 3 plays, and take this 6-4 team. And they very easily could have been an 8-2 team.
So 1st and goal, and the answer is Martucci barrels into the end zone for a Westwood touchdown to start the 4th quarter.
Touchdown run for Martucci.
I think now you probably...
That was Martucci's 2nd touchdown of the game.
You probably kicked this one because that sheet that they all use, the 11 points is still going to be 2 possessions. So.
Right.
He made
Kick
it.
is no good. So with 11:55 left in the ball game, Westwood leads 32-22.
Well, if you can score quickly, this is where you want to do it. You want to get out here and again, I think you really want to open this offense up. I think you get the ball throwing short, or somehow get the ball in the hands of all your speed guys out there and use them to break the field. You're going to have to get 8-10 yards at a clip. 3 or 4 yards at a clip isn't going to do it for the rest of today. So you got to get them out there and you got to get them.
We haven't seen a jet sweep today.
No. In that screen pass, we've seen 3 or 4 times, and of course the one time.
I think Westwood's seen it 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, and what happens is that first time they got burnt by it, and even though it didn't cost them anything because of the penalties, and the second time it was incomplete, and then that last time now they saw it and they reacted very, very well to it.
Well, Teague and Andriola are 2 guys that can take the ball to the end zone. Panthers need a quick turnaround here. Their chip kick is going to come down to Vargas at the 31. He heads to the wide side of the field, breaks a tackle, cuts it back a little bit. And he's out to maybe the 46-yard line.
I almost said they're going to regret kicking it to Vargas because he has that great speed. We've seen him on some of the kick returns. We've seen him, and of course that great play out of the War offense out of Medfield, where he ran the ball in for a touchdown. And
well, how about that pass play Lima to Vargas that brought it down to the 1?
Same thing, yeah. So he's got the opportunity. He's another one coming back next year for Holliston. A lot of speed coming back.
1st and 10 for the Panthers. Lima on the quarterback draw gets tied up in a scrum pile.
Well, you keep insisting on going up, testing the middle there, and at some point you're going to have to. Maybe the thought is to draw them all into the middle and then go either up top or around the ends. But
2nd and 7 for Holliston. Ball at the Panther 49-yard line.
Clock running, 11 minutes left to go in regulation. 10-point lead here.
Lima fakes it to Harding, back to him on a screen pass, and that was snuffed out by Westwood.
Well, that's good defense, but what you want to do is if that Holliston, at the Westwood team is the guy you don't want to have get the ball is one of the guys is Harding, so they're going to be watching out for him. That put him in a tough situation, making him catch the ball that way and then turn around right into the tackler.
Loss of 3 on the play brings up 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, and you're not going to need it all right here. You can pick up 5 and then another 5.
Lima out to Harper. Blake Harper almost made a great play on that one. It was supposed to be over his right shoulder. It was over his left shoulder. He turned around. The defender fell down.
You're right.
And he almost got a handle on that.
You're absolutely right. That was a play right there where the wind actually would have helped them by slowing the ball down. That ball got up in the air, and that just kind of stopped. Went to the opposite side, as you said, where Blake was expecting it. And he almost had it. If he had that and was able to keep his feet, he was gone. That's a tough catch going up in the wind like that.
So 4th down for the Panthers. Lima to throw. Fires it over the middle to Andriola, who makes the catch and is inside the 35-yard line.
And that pass is the way you want to throw a pass against the wind. You want to keep it low and keep it fast.
Keep it on the line.
Keep it short. Yeah, that's a very nice call. Nice play by both those guys.
Clutch 4th down throw by Lima.
Yeah, they don't make that 4th down. I don't think.
Andriola ran a nice route. 1st down, Devin Harding. Forward as he gets down to the 25-yard line.
Harding, the ball carrier. Down by Oliver Gannon. Tommy Teixeira.
Okay, now 2nd and short. Now here you go again when you do have an opportunity for three chances at this. So this is the play. If you're going to do something different, this is the down that you want to do it on. Is this 2nd and short here?
2nd and 3 for Holliston.
8:55 left to go. Regulation clock running.
Panthers got to hurry. Lima to throw. Complete to Aiden Ibbotson. Turns around inside the 15-yard line. First down, Panthers.
Nice catch by Aiden. He was able to plant that foot and spin and get that first down. Now, obviously, you want to get down in here and score, but kind of might want to show a little bit of urgency down here because you want to be able to get that ball back after you give it to Westwood. So
fake to Harding. Lima takes it himself, dashes into the end zone. Kapow! Touchdown, Panthers! Kawhi Lima!
You get the ball to the outside, Tom, and good things are going to happen, and that's what happened there. Nice call. Nice play. Nice job by the offensive line. Now, he is going for one here, which is kind of interesting, and I'll tell you why in a second here.
Well, you got 10 points.
Yeah, but...
And a good field goal kicker.
Right. You got it.
And Teague's kick is good.
My thinking would have been if you went for 2 and you got the 2, you would have had 30 points, and then the field goal would have won it. So we'll see how that plays out. Yeah, if you missed it, that's right. If you missed the 2, but, play for the win.
With 8:02 to go in the fourth quarter, Westwood's lead is cut to 32-29, 3-point lead. Kawhi Lima with his 10th touchdown run of the year. And Connor Teague with his 32nd extra point. Last week against Scituate, Connor Teague accounted for 12 points all by himself. Touchdown, field goal, and a couple extra points.
You go. Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you have a field goal. You know who started doing that, counting all those extra points, field goals, touchdowns? Yeah. Gino Cappelletti for the for your Patriots.
Gino.
I don't know if you probably don't remember him, but he's one of those guys that kind of did it all.
He's a broadcasting Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well, he should be in the. Maybe he is in the Football Hall of Fame. I'm not sure.
Probably in the Patriots Hall.
He's in the Pats Hall of Fame. Okay.
Teague's kick goes all the way to the 10-yard line. Right, because Cappelletti scored a lot of points because he was the place kicker. He was also a receiver.
Yep. And he was a place kicker, straight-on place kicker.
Oh.
He wasn't the soccer,
like Lou Groza?
Style, like Lou the Toe Groza and all those guys, yeah.
They used to make the special squared shoes.
Yeah, well, Tom Dempsey had that too. Tom Dempsey had the
he had a club foot.
Yeah, he had a foot, deformity, yes. Yep. Well, if we can start having Connor Teague talk about him in the same way we talk about those guys, we're in good shape.
All right, full house backfield. Panthers miss the tackle, and he is off to the races. Number 21, Dante Martucci, scores for Westwood. That just seemed impossible, as he semed like the Panthers had him all. Panthers were saying, "You got him, I got him, you got him, I got him."
I got it. You got to give these running backs. I mean, they get in there. They have a really good offensive line. I mentioned that earlier. And they do a really good job. But these running backs really finish very, very well. And if you do that, if you keep those legs pounding and pumping away, that's when you get those openings. And then when you get a situation like that, the touchdown is really long.
Well, the Panthers have had trouble tackling Martucci all day long. Extra point is good. So with 7:32 to go in the fourth quarter, it's Westwood 39, Holliston 29. So back to a 10-point lead for the Wolverines.
Yeah, you're right back in it again. And the only thing that's good about that is if they were going to score, they did it quick. Didn't take a lot of time.
Dante Martucci with his third touchdown of the day. So 3 touchdowns for Martucci and 3 touchdowns for Charlie Toole. 3 touchdown passes for Devin Hunt.
Yeah, we'll see Martucci again next year too. So we'll see Martucci next year. We'll see Charlie Toole again next year also. He's only a junior.
Westwood starting to rack up the yardage. 200 yards passing, 192 yards rushing for the Wolverines. 127 yards passing, 119 yards rushing for Holliston.
Connor Teague takes a step back to get the kick at the 10-yard line. Pushed out of bounds just shy of the 30. That's where the Panthers will take up shop.
Now, there's still plenty of time. There's 7:35 left to go in this ball game, but you just you have to play with some urgency. You got to get down there and you got to score kind of quickly, and then you can use your timeouts when they have the ball. But you really got to, kind of score, like I said, quickly. You're not going to be able to go 3 and 4 yards at a clip here. You got to get it out to your playmakers.
Lima to throw. Incomplete. Second down and 10 for Holliston.
Now, if you're having trouble going against the wind, another thing you can do here for your quarterback is roll him out and do short out passes. And that way he doesn't have to go back into the pocket and get the ball up high.
Lima fires to his right, but low. Incomplete, intended for Harper.
Third and 10.
Now you got 2 shots at this, but really this is the play. This is the play where you really got to start making up some yardage. Of course, the other thing is with the incompletions, the clock stops, so they really only used a few seconds here. But at some point, you got to complete the pass and get the ball downfield.
Clock stop was 7:28. Lima to throw. Fires complete to Connor Teague.
There you go.
And he spun out of bounds at the 43-yard line. They put it to 44. So a clutch third down throw by Lima.
The other thing is, though, receiver gets out of bounds, so that clock stops, 7:21 left to go.
Lima to throw on first down,
Got
puts
him.
it down the middle, connects with number 84, Blake Harper, all the way down to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, that's where you're going to get the safety on Blake by himself, and Blake can do a nice job of beating the safeties downfield.
First down. 10 at the Westwood 20.
Still, though, you got to kind of pick up the pace here because there's coming up on just 7 minutes left.
First down for the Panthers in the red zone. Lima to throw, goes to the corner of the end zone.
Oh, there's a flag.
Oh.
Wow, no, whoa. He never
Don't
turned
you have to
around.
turn around?
Yeah, he never turned around to cover him. Never look back.
Wow.
Ooh, that's pretty lucky. I don't know about that one, but again, it stops
Second
the
down
clock.
and 10 for Holliston.
Clock is stopped.
Second and 10 on the Westwood 20.
You can take maybe, if you want to, you can take a couple smaller bites here instead of trying to go to the end zone. And again, I'd kind of like to see him roll out and give him the opportunity to look over the field that way. And then he can also go if he has, the option to both run and pass.
Lima to throw,
Oh,
incomplete.
Was that tip?
Looking for Andriola.
That ball came out kind of wobbly.
Brad Andriola, incomplete. Drew Donegan
Might have been.
Here you go again now with a big third down. And
on the Westwood 20.
Yep, that's true. They're in field goal range here. Although this is against the wind, that's going to be kind of tough.
Panthers looking at the Todd Kiley to get the signal for the play.
6:48 left to go in regulation.
Lima to throw. Just over Blake Harper's head.
Yeah, I'm going to give that one to the wind a little bit, I think. He had it up there, and that's one of those passes I think on a day when the wind isn't quite this strong, it probably would have been right in his hands. But this is pretty much the game right here. You've got to at least get a first down if you don't get the touchdown.
From the Westwood 20, 4th and 10, Holliston.
4th and 10 for the Panthers. It's do or die. Right here for Holliston.
And the Panthers converted on their only other 4th down attempt in this game, 1 for 1.
Two receivers to both sides, or triple receivers to the right. Lima looks right. Down the middle, Connor Teague got a hand on it, but not enough to reel it in. And the Panthers will turn it over on downs to Westwood.
Yeah,
trailing the Wolverines by 10 points.
He could open there just a little bit out of Connor's reach. And with 6:39 now you got to count on your defense to make some stops and maybe use your timeouts here. I know you got to get the ball twice, but you're going to have to score once before you can score that second time. This is where you want to bring, if you're going to have any safeties at all, you might want to have one high safety, but you certainly don't want two safeties. You want to get linebackers in the game, and you want to stop the run.
Full house backfield.
That's how to come up. That was a nice job.
Nice tackle there by...
Was that Sahajian?
That was Rodenheiser.
Oh, Rodenheiser.
Timeout, Holliston.
Yeah, this is smart. You want to use your timeouts here. And again, what you have is you have your safeties and your cornerbacks coming downhill. The only thing you are going to be susceptible to a pass here, but it doesn't matter because if you let them keep running and keep getting first downs, the clock's going to run out. So you gotta give up something and give up the passing game a little bit. On the other side of the field, Coach Pindell, I think he's probably just going to want to run. If he does pass, if he's going to pass, this is the down you want to pass on. You don't want to wait to the third down. You want to pass here because this is where to be least expected.
Well, he's got time. He can drain the clock or he can drain Holliston's timeouts.
Yep. And if you pass, that's the other thing. You're right, Tom, because if you throw the ball and the clock stops, Holliston keeps that timeout.
And 2 plays ago, he had Martucci hit the line, and he ended up 80 yards into the end zone.
Yeah. So you would think all things says he's going to
keep doing it,
keep running here.
Martucci's out of the game. His cleat must have come off. They handed it to Toddy this time. He's
nice.
Wrestled to the ground. Bazisco and DeJesus. Another Holliston timeout on a 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, and you come up here now, and this is a huge 3rd down. Obviously, if you can stop them here and keep them anywhere near 2 or 3 yards back, they'll have to punt. Because the other thing they don't want to do is they don't want to give Holliston a short field either.
Right.
And there's still 6:21. Now you're going to have to use all your 3 timeouts here, but it's still 6:21. And if you can stop them here, that's going to put you in charge of the clock again with your offense.
The wheels are turning. Two head coaches here who played together in high school, played against each other in high school on this field. What was the 89? 1989, Holliston against Westwood, facing each other in a Tri-Valley League Championship Super Bowl berth game. Holliston jumped to a 13-0 lead and never looked back, 29-14.
Wolverines 23.
So 3rd down and 7. Hunt to throw, incomplete.
And that stops the clock. That's big. That's going to give Holliston, saves one of their timeouts.
That was the game that the highlights Bruce put up on the HCAT Facebook page. Jerry Kiley and Bill George as the commentators back in '89 for HCAT.
Yep.
Those were the days.
Those were the days.
So I didn't realize when I was watching it last night that Coach Pindell and Coach Kiley were on the field. Westwood with the punt. Aiden Ibbotson gives chase. Bouncing ball goes all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Oh, wow. That's you get the wind. Wind helped you there.
Down and out of bounds at the 13-yard line, 1st and 10, Holliston.
Aiden was hoping that ball would settle down a little bit, but just didn't give him a good bounce.
Either that or take, right, you're absolutely right. It didn't take a good enough bounce to be able to grab it and start running with it.
Right.
6:04 left. But you get the ball. Got 88 yards to go here.
So they mark the ball at the 14. Between the 13 and the 12 yard. Thank you, Carlos. 39-29, 6:04 to go in the game. Lima with 3 receivers to his left, rolls left.
There it is.
He's chased by
he wanted to get out of bounds.
Chased by the Westwood defense and did not get out of bounds. Didn't gain any yards either. Got back to the line of scrimmage. That's a tough play, though, Jay. We've talked about that.
Well, he's going
right-handed
left.
quarterbacks rolling left.
TJ Kiley was absolutely fantastic at that. For some reason, he really threw very well rolling left. But now the right side of the field is the strong side.
Lima on 2nd down. Puts it up for Ibbotson. Incomplete.
Lima's pass intended for Ibbotson, incomplete. Intended by Martucci. It'll be 3rd and 10.
So it'll be 3rd down and 10. Clock is stopped with 5:25 to go.
And it's okay if you want to shorten up the passing game a little bit here. If you want to get like 6 or 7 yards to make a doable 4th down.
Empty backfield for Lima. Fires to his right. Incomplete and almost intercepted.
Right.
That was the only ball that today that Charlie Tools dropped.
Yeah, and that's the one he probably wanted the most.
It is 4th and 10, Holliston from their own 13-yard line.
So basically here, unless something really strange happens, this is pretty much the ball game here for Holliston.
Harper in motion. Lima steps up across the middle. Incomplete.
Yeah.
And that'll turn it over on downs to Westwood at the Holliston 14-yard line.
Holliston 13-yard line.
39-29, Holliston down 10, 5:15 left to go in this ball game. And, 2-possession game now. You might not even have 2 possessions. This is where you want to do whatever you can to go for the ball.
Panthers reached 300 yards of total offense, 180 yards passing, 120 on the ground.
Here's the handoff to Martucci.
Oh, my God.
And he is through the defensive line into the end zone.
Well, you talked about Devin Harding, the junior, last year having a big game, and this year they've come back with Martucci, and he's having a heck of a game for
fourth
Westwood.
touchdown of the day.
45-29 with the extra point coming up.
Elliot Harris is in for the extra point try. Holland holding.
Harris back to kick. And he got it.
Kick is good. 46-29. It's been a while since Westwood hung a 46 point score up on the board.
I mean,
against Holliston.
I kind of thought it might be kind of a high-scoring game, but not quite this high-scoring. But you got to give them a lot of credit. They fought back. Westwood did, and they were geared up for this game. They came out here and right from the get-go, they were playing good offense. That defense is pretty good. We talked about that kind of being a kind of bend but not break offense. And again, they've given up over 300 yards, but 29 points is a lot. I mean, it's not like Holliston hasn't scored any points here, but you just when they really needed it, Holliston wasn't able to move the ball quite as well as they needed to.
Right.
You kind of get in that situation too, where if you're forced into a situation where you have to pass and you become one-dimensional, it is easier to to play defense in that situation. Let's see if he booms this one like he did the last one. Yeah, there you go.
Kicks it back to Andriola at the 9. Oh, Harding, Devin Harding back there. Didn't realize he had changed out. He gets it forward across the 35-yard line.
Exactly 5 minutes to go in this game. But it's 3 possessions now, 17-point lead.
First and 10, Holliston at their own 37.
But either way, what you want to do, this is for these seniors, their last game. They want to get out there and do something good here in this drive. Is that Beecher out there? Looks like
Brandon Beecher at quarterback.
Ooh.
Incomplete.
Pass intended for Teague, incomplete. Defended by Crowley and Dunnigan.
Boy, Teague has put a lot of mileage on those legs today. He's run all over the place, hasn't he? He's been,
right.
He's been their main target there, and he's put a lot of mileage on.
Second down and 10 for the Panthers. Beecher, complete. Right near the first down marker.
Yeah, it stops the clock.
Lima with the catch.
We had talked about this earlier, that Beecher at quarterback gives you the opportunity to put Kawhi Lima as a receiver, and now you've got that receiving core of Lima and Connor Teague and Brad Andriola. You got the three of them, and Ibbetson's out there, and you got the Harding in the backfield, so it gives you maybe an extra receiver or two.
Beecher to throw. Teague is open. Pushed out of bounds, just shy of the 25-yard line.
They're going to keep the clock rolling, I guess.
Well, it stops to move the sticks. Beecher on first down.
Got him.
Fires wide open. Nice catch there by Lima. That's Blake Harper. Now there I saw 4, and I thought it was 14 on that side. Nice catch by Blake.
Westwood 5.
First down and goal for Holliston. Beecher to Teague. Touchdown, Panthers!
They should go for 2 here.
4:04 left in the fourth quarter, and the Panthers strike.
5-yard touchdown pass play.
What are they doing? Are they going war, or are they just going to set up? No, just going to kick. Okay. Nicely done by Landon Beecher, taking that team right down the field, and really talk about accurate passing. It's beautiful passing.
Teague is in for the extra point try. Vargas holding.
Teague's kick is through the uprights and good. So Westwood's lead is back to 10.
Well, they're like a vampire. They ain't dead yet.
4:04 left in the ball game. Connor Teague, that was his 8th touchdown of the year. For Landon Beecher, that was his 2nd touchdown pass of the season.
Well, he took them right downfield, and I'm talking beautiful pinpoint passes.
It seems like you don't really lose too much when you move Lima to the wide receiver. You change the dimension, really, because you put one of your top receivers in the game.
You really put a lot more pressure on that offense when you get that other really top receiver out there.
Guys, the Panthers needed a quick score, and they got it. 63 yards in 5 plays, only 1 minute and 4 seconds off the clock. Beautiful drive there by Landon Beecher and the Panthers.
Now, as a kicker, what I watch, and I watch this a lot of times, is you see how he's putting the ball for the onside kick. You wonder how.
This is Kawhi Lima making the kick.
Normally they put it down kind of like a melon. Let's see how this works. There's the bounce. Oh, yeah. The kicker for Ashland in the Ashland playoff game that Carlos did, and the kicker for Ashland he really knew how to get that bounce. It went over the 10 yards and then it bounced up, and he did a great job. And he had 3 or 4 really, really good onside kicks. That's what you need to do. Now Holliston, now with only the 1 timeout, I really doubt you're going to see any passes in here.
First and 10 Wolverines from their own 47-yard line.
Holliston defense needs to hold.
Yeah, they have to. You're right, Tom. Absolutely. They cannot give up a first down here. They can't.
Martucci nowhere on first down.
And they're not going to care,
There's a timeout, Holliston, with 3:55 to go. So they use their last timeout to stop the clock.
Yeah, and I was going to say they're going to plow right into the line, because what that's going to do is just going to eat up time to get those guys all untangled in there.
Mm-hmm.
You have a very good shot. If you stop them here, you will get the ball back.
So, if Westwood gets 1 yard or 2 yards out of the first 3 downs, will they go for it on fourth down, or will they kick?
No, they'd kick. I would kick. I mean, after what I just saw, if Holliston do, I would kick, get the ball downfield. Plus, they got the win.
Why not? Just saying.
You've
seen Holliston have trouble with a punt.
Yep.
So instead of going for a punt, you use your best player, Devin Hunt, to try and pass the ball. Because if it's incomplete, it doesn't make any difference.
Yeah.
You're not losing anything on the clock.
No, I mean, you could. I mean, they are at the 50-yard line, so.
You got 2 scores.
I guess you could, but I would punt. I wouldn't.
Here goes Hunt after the fake play.
That's a great call. All right.
Gets it out to Weeman.
That's a great call. I mean, that doesn't work. He drops the ball there or something like that and, stops the clock. But that's just a great call. And that pretty much is going to do Holliston in. Because now with no timeouts left, they can just keep running the clock here. 3:40 and running. He's taken some chances, Coach Pindell. I mean, one of them, they kind of didn't pay off.
Well,
on
he
a fourth
started
down
the day.
down
It
there.
was going to be that kind of a day because
Yeah.
they were in their own end going for it on fourth down just to start the game.
Give him a lot of credit for that.
Yeah. Hand off to Martucci.
Martucci, the ball carrier. Tackled by C.J. Pacheco.
They had talked about one of the games in here that I was reading about today that Ken Dunn had sent us, talking about one of the games where Holliston, they put 50 points up, and then Westwood put 50 points up, and then they came back and they did an onside kick and then threw a bomb or something to get to 57. And
Whoa.
those back in the days when I guess there was really hatred between the two towns.
Well, this is a big game.
Yeah. Clock keeps
It used
running.
to be the game.
They're just going to wait for the 10-second call here. There's 2:12, 2:11. Yeah, there's a 10-second call there.
Hunt to Martucci.
Martucci, the ball carrier. Stepped up to the line of scrimmage.
Tackled by Andrew Raffo.
While we have a minute here, I want to thank our crew here today. Tom Harmon, who was inside at the beginning, then upstairs in the wind and cold today doing the camera work. Nice job. Thank you, Thomas. Happy Thanksgiving to you. The great Bruce Guilfoyle down here now. He was upstairs first. Now he's down here on the computer. And Bruce has done so much for us and all the work that he does and keeping all this stuff together and calling people ahead of time and setting everything up. Also want to thank Lindsay Crane for the job that she's done. Don Cronin helped us a couple times with a couple things. So HCAT has been absolutely fantastic. Yeah, but that's right. Don's in the control room today, so you're getting the game live on TV on the educational channel, which I think 33, is that what it is for Verizon? Whatever. But 36? Was it 36? I don't know. Doesn't matter. If you're not watching on that, you're not hearing me anyway.
Go
so
reference your TV guide.
Doesn't really matter. But we really want to thank HCAT for the great job they've done. And Bruce, you've done sensational for us. Thank you so much.
And a belated happy birthday to you, Jay.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, happy birthday, Jay.
Thank you. It's always nice to have a birthday right around Thanksgiving. 30 seconds and running. Congratulations. Westwood. Plus, we want to thank Westwood, too. I mean, they're always gracious hosts. They do a nice job. They get us set up in here and up in the press box. And
the best press box in the Tri-Valley League.
Yeah, it is. It really is. And they do a good job.
So the clock runs down to 15 seconds.
And their announcer, Jay, is just, he's really good. He does a nice job. He helps us. Good to see him every other year. We come out here and to Westwood and get to see him. So I want to thank him, too. And Carlos, you've done, again, just a sensational job this year and doing all the stats, getting them out to everybody and getting them out to us, and helps make us look at least halfway smart. I mean, that takes a lot of work, but
that takes a lot of work.
But you did that, and of course, Tom, you with a great job you do with the play-by-play, and it's nice, when people say, "What are you thankful for?" And one of the things we're thankful for is we get the opportunity to do these games.
Oh yeah,
and we have a lot of fun.
Oh yeah,
it's a lot of fun, and we want to thank everyone that's has been watching us on TV, and we got to meet some of the grandparents the other day, and Caleb grandparents, and they came out. It was nice to see them. They came down from New Hampshire, so it's nice that people get to see us. Some of the students around the country get to see us, and get to watch the games and watch their family and friends play. So thank you to HCAT.
So Westwood took a timeout just before they have to run fourth down, and Hunt goes up to the air. And a catch, one-handed catch by Charlie Toole.
Yep.
And they call it Crowley, and they call it a touchdown.
Well, I'm going to tell you, that's great. Good for them this year, and that's a great catch, and that's all wonderful and everything, but I don't think that's really necessary.
That was the 4th touchdown pass by Devin Hunt, giving him 26 on the season. That was the 3rd touchdown catch by Jack Crowley. Just a beauty, a one-hander.
That was an incredible catch.
And that's going to help the Wolverines hang a 50-burger up on the Panthers.
Well, yeah, with 8 seconds left. Okay.
Do you think the rivalry's going up?
Yeah, I mean, that's good, you know.
Well, glad it didn't dissolve into a chippiness.
I mean, you're still going to play the whole game. You're still going to do the whole thing. It's just that when you...
53-36 with 8 seconds left on the clock.
One of the interesting things that we'll be able to watch down on the field here is going to be the handshake.
Yeah. You know, this is Coach Pindell's 7th season. This is his first win against Holliston.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe he's taking it out on them.
Well, I remember back reading in the paper when Coach Manti got hired. And he was like,
yes.
He walks into the room of parents and says, "We're going to beat Holliston." Sort of like, that's it. That's the goal. Beat Holliston. And Holliston is kind of a gold standard in the Tri-Valley League.
Yep. I mean, both these teams, if you look at it, these are the teams that have really ruled the league. I mean, I forget what the thing was that Ken Dunn had done. I don't know.
Yeah, that last page.
The last page, it had the, all the information. The game, 10, Holliston and Westwood have combined for 20.
They've had 10 Super Bowl appearances.
Each. Yeah. So they've kind of been, these have been the two teams that kind of rule the Tri-Valley League for a long time. I mean, Ashland's jumped in there once in a while. Hopkinton will jump in there once in a while, but these are the big boys.
Yeah.
There's an onside kick. Okay.
Out of bounds.
There was a personal foul after that last touchdown, backing up Westwood for the kickoff.
Yeah, this is Super Bowl appearances. So 10 by Holliston and Westwood, 5 by Millis, 4 by Bellingham, 3 by Ashland, 2 for Medfield and Norwood, 1 for Norton, Dedham, and Hopkinton. And what are the two teams that haven't been to a Super Bowl?
Well, I know your favorite one you bring up every year is Medway.
I used to bring that up a lot.
Medway's never gone. And Medway never had a playoff game. Remember
they never had a playoff game.
They put the playoff system in that year specifically because of Medway, and then they went and they lost to Holliston, and they got in the second time. They got really mad.
Yeah, Dover Sherburne's the other team hasn't been to the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay, Dover Sherburne.
So Connor Teague takes the ball at the 44, and he's pushed out of bounds.
Can't end on a defensive penalty.
And there's multiple flags on the play.
Yeah. Well, I kind of agree with what you said, Tom, earlier in the game. All these penalties make me hungry. There it is. That's the end.
So they are ending it on a defensive penalty.
They're picking it up. No, they're picking up the flag. They said they're picking it up.
Well, there are these flags over here.
Oh, there's all these. Look at all those.
Yeah, so they are ending it. Oh, whatever. It needs to end.
Yeah.
Hope things don't get rough up here in the booth. You think they were so nice to us, but now we've got to walk the gauntlet of Westwood.
They're locking us in here. Carlos, you got any finals for us here?
And now, still
a little minute here.
He's still winding up that computer, Bruce. He needs to get a new computer for Christmas.
Well, it's a lot of scoring today, right?
That's right.
83, 89 points.
Wow.
That's a lot of
I
points.
had the under on today's game.
Did you?
Oh, yeah. I said 40 points was the over-under.
Somebody hit 65.
Oh, my gosh. They weren't even close.
No, but I think they might have been the closest. That might have been Drew Schneelock. We'll see if that's who it was.
Yeah, you know he selected Westwood.
He picked Westwood to win.
He picked Westwood to win.
It was-
All right, and now Los with the final lowdown.
All right, thanks very much, Tom. A disappointing end to the Thanksgiving Day game for Holliston as they go down to Westwood by a score of 53-36. Very impressive showing by the Wolverines in this one. 461 total yards of offense by Westwood. 248 yards passing, 213 yards rushing. Holliston with 363 yards of offense, 243 yards passing, 120 yards rushing the football. Penalties an issue for both of these teams. 9 penalties overall. Not even counting whatever happened at the end of this game here. 3 for 31 for the Panthers, 6 for 35 for the Wolverines. Good defensive performance from both of these teams in situational downs as well. Holliston 5 of 12 on third down. Westwood was 4 of 11 on third down. And then a fumble for Holliston that was recovered by Westwood. And then interceptions by Holliston as well to give Westwood 2 turnovers in that regard. Individually for the Panthers, quarterback Kawhi Lima, 8 of 24 for 180 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. Landon Beecher was 4 of 5 for 63 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Leading rusher for the Panthers was Kawhi. He had 11 carries for 63 yards, including a rushing touchdown. Devin Harding had 55 yards on 14 carries, including a 21-yard rushing touchdown. Excuse me, that was not a rushing touchdown, but he did have a long rush of 21 yards. Leading receiver for the Panthers was Connor Teague, 91 yards on 4 catches, including a touchdown reception. Blake Harper had 58 yards with 2 catches. Brad Andriola, 2 catches for 38 yards, and Kylie Vargas had a big catch for 37 yards in that first half. For Westwood, quarterback Devin Hunt, a very impressive game, 17 of 22 for 248 yards, 4 passing touchdowns on the day for Devin Hunt. He was aided in large part by Charlie Toole, 4 catches for 89 yards, 3 touchdowns. Jack Crowley had 7 catches for 63 yards and a touchdown, and then Andy Weeman with another big game, 5 catches for 87 yards. But maybe the most impressive player of the game, Dante Martucci, 23 carries, 184 yards, a long touchdown of 76 yards to go with 3 other touchdowns. It's 4 rushing touchdowns in this game. He just powered these Wolverines to victory today. Defensively for the Panthers, C.J. Pacheco and Miguel DeJesus, they led all tacklers with 6 apiece. We got a big pass breakup from C.J. as well in this game. David Villa with 5 tackles. Matt Gimlet, Austin Rodenheiser with 4 tackles apiece. And then we had 3 tackles apiece from Ibn Salem, Lucas Badenkoff, Kawhi Lima, and David Villa. And then some big pass breakups as well from Ibn Salem and Kawhi Lima in this game. For more stats and information on the Holliston Panthers, you can follow us on X/Twitter at HCatFootball. And for the last time this season, that's the lowdown.
Thanks, Lo. So once again, thanks to Bruce Guilfoy, and we want to thank Thomas Harmon up top. And also congratulations.
Don Cronin at the station.
Oh, Don Cronin at the station. Thank you so much. Congratulations to Westwood on the co-championship, 53-36. And, Tom, I'll be seeing you next July, the second week in July at Ashland for the passing camp. How's that?
It's a deal.
All right.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks to all for joining us. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everybody.